What is up, everyone? I know you really want to have a successful shoot. Who the hell doesn't? Well, here's 9 tips to have that successful shoot. One of the first things I got is to check your mood. First off, if you come in pissed off, if you come off annoyed, well, what's that going to translate to the model? So if you come in saying, all right, let's just set up over here, let's do the thing, blah, blah, blah. Well, you look like a dick, and the fact is, the mood it's terrible. The way you are obviously translates to how the model is going to feel. So if you come in upbeat, energetic, say, hey, very nice to meet you, I'm Eric, let's do the shoot, would you mind going over there? You're showing energy, it's flowing out of you. But as I said, if you come in there and you're just like, mopey, it's going to translate to the model. So check your mood. It's one of the most important things you can do even before you pick up, your camera. Number 2, be interested. Now, that may sound easy, but you can fake being interesting, and that's not going to be a good thing. Get to know your model. And once again, this all happens before you pick this up. Get to know your model. Talk to them. Get their interests. So that way, if you find a similar interested, hence be interested, that way you can relate onto a shoot. So that way, say if you like sports and that model may like sports or something like that, you never know. Male, female, it doesn't matter. You have a connection there. So be like, oh, I know your favorite team is the Phillies or the Mets or whatever they are, Mets. But you can say, hey, picture how you felt when they won the World Series. Ha ha ha. So that way, there you go. You got that interesting connection. Number 3 is just to be yourself. Stop making stupid cliche directions like, oh, make love to my camera. What the hell does that even mean? The model's just going to be like, just stop. Get that candid moment by getting that candid smile. Tell a joke. Wait for that moment in between, say you take a shot, click, ha ha ha, there you go, got it. Wasn't planned, doesn't matter, and that's usually the best shot. So be yourself, stop using cliches. Know your lighting, know the setup you want, know the shot you're gonna get. Yeah, there's gonna be stuff that comes along the way, there's gonna be problems that come, but learn how to be versatile in regards to that. But come there knowing what you're gonna do, knowing you're gonna set up your backdrop, your white backdrop, what kind of lighting you want, do you want your rim lighting, butterfly, or whatever, all the kind of stuff you're trying to get. Know your stuff, know your technical stuff. That should actually be secondary in regards to the shoot in general. So get there knowing your stuff. You have to know your poses. Well, hopefully you're hiring a model that knows how to model, so that's usually easier. And that way, if you can direct them in the right way, they get the shot you need without much effort. But you really have to learn how to model or how to pull emotion. And one of the things that I like to do is called like the suction cup. You see Peter Hurley use it and everything like that. It's just a really awesome thing. That way you can get someone to follow with a piece of clothing or whatever, or a shoulder, not a piece of clothing. But that way it's just easier for them to do it, and you know how to do it, or you could do it yourself. So that way if you say, hey, if you turn a little bit like this and move your head like this, they can easily see it and they can do it. So kind of know your posing, just hopefully your model has some experience. And that really does tie into the 6th thing, and it's use visual, not just verbal clues. So as I said, if I want to be like, hey, I want to kind of you to stand like this, kind of touch your head a little bit. You're using visual cues, not just verbal, like turn shoulder, turn head. Yeah, it's not going to come out right. It's just not really perfect communication. So that way, if you do both, maybe you'll get the shot you want. So be more than just verbal. Use some visual clues as well, visual direction. Praise and encourage your model. Oh, that's great. If you're going through the shoot and you're just, you're going to be like, oh, that's great. I like the way you're doing that. Oh, wow, just do that one more time. That's looking great. You're doing really well. Well, first of all, who doesn't like to be encouraged? Who doesn't like to hear praise for what they're doing well? So you do that. Now, you don't have to kiss ass. You could just be nice, be you. Say, hey, thanks, that's great. Keep going like that. Oh, I love your energy. Keeps the shoot going, keeps the model relaxed, and it keeps you, up on your beat and up-tempered, and your energy should be going out as well. So be encouraging. The eyes are the key in your photo. They are what is going to sell your photo. Yeah, expression matters, but where does a lot of people look first, or where should a photographer, place all their emphasis? Bam, right in the eyes. So if you're trying to make a connection with the audience, I'll scroll up to you. If you're trying to make a connection with the audience, or with your viewer, you want to look directly at them. Now, there's a certain thing as looking and like looking. What's one of the easiest tips to do? So say if you're shooting and, you want the head off to the side or anything, and my eyes are like this, are you making a connection with me? Absolutely not. It looks like I'm ignoring you. But all if I do is just do this, boom, there's a connection, there's that interest. The eyes are the most important thing. Make sure they're tack sharp. Make sure they're a huge focal point in your portraits, your headshots, or everything. That really goes a long way, making a connection to your view. So that way, if someone's going along to your video, and if someone's like this at you, they're like, whoa. Not if they're like, huh, you're like, next. So eyes are key. Make sure they're key. And one of the last things, I'll round it out with number 9, is capture those in-between moments. I know I said it before, but it's really key, and it's really what the shots you're going to keep. A lot of the headshots that I'm taking, I'm starting to take, yeah, the posing ones, they're great, they look great and everything like that, but that emotion that will go through is those in-between moments. So as I said, when you're clicking through and you're like, okay, thanks for the pose, you tell a nice fart joke or something like that. So you got click. You got it. You got a candid smile. It doesn't look face. It's not like smile. It's something more natural. That's exactly what you want to go for. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye, giving you 9 tips to have a successful shoot. And once again, these are just starting points, but they're very key and important. So that way, your model feels relaxed, you feel relaxed, confident, you know what's going on. So that way, you get a successful product and a happy client. Nothing wrong with that. So if you want to add any more tips, add them down below. That's all I got, guys. Have a good one. Get on shooting. You're going to be successful.